Look at you. I can see your eyeballs now.
Was it that bad?
It was bad.
Man, what are you even doing with your life?
Lots of things I should.
Okay, well. Alright, give me one sec.
Yep.
Get mine going too, for funsies. Alright. Did you not accept my invite?
You're invited to what?
Oh my gosh. Are you being crazy? Join my party, damn it.
There we go.
Terrible. We totally came out the wrong zone, but that's okay. At least we can zone right over into the however you say that word. Saramog Champagne. Should do it old school and just hoof it the whole way.
Get the real experience.
Yeah, basically. Let me go hop on something that I have at level 75 so we can aggro everything in Romave. Do I have a 75? I have Red Mage at 76. Nothing else close. Everything is either 20 levels below or above at that point. This mount's ridiculous. It can't be said enough.
I wish that you, like, had your hands holding out and just have, like, a mirror. So that's how you knew which way you were going.
That would be amusing. For sure. But I think it also kind of detracts from what makes the mount so ridiculous. That you're just sitting comfortably like you don't care.
Absolutely.
I just noticed this crawler makes no sound.
None at all. I would imagine it would make a smush
does.
sound.
It makes the sound that it makes when it's just like normally like moseying around though, so it doesn't at all match up the speed with which it's moving.
Gotcha. That change really did do a lot. I was wondering. You said like, oh, it looks so much better now, and then I messed around and changed all my resolutions and everything. I was like, still looks like I'm not expecting it to look amazing, but it still looked bad. I was like,
because you had the wrong resolution set, you goofball.
For the background.
Yeah, well. Did I tell you I got the ram? I got the ram to 51. Started leveling the buffalo and got it to like 25 or something like that.
I didn't know you started the buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's even more ridiculous because your selected name carries over, so now I'm Profound Justice Buffalo, which sounds way funnier than the Ram. Don't get me wrong, Profound Justice Ram sounded funny. Profound Justice Buffalo sounds just... I'm so glad I got to string these words together.
That's a special kind of something.
It sure is. I feel like I'm gonna have to come up with a different name though, because like Profound Justice Buffalo is good, but what happens when I level the Dalmal? Like I don't, it's not quite right.
Profound Justice Dalmal.
Yeah, the Manticore maybe, but since my end game is to like level up Cerberus as my monstrosity or manipulator, whatever you want to call it, Profound Justice Cerberus doesn't quite sound right.
No, it's too many Justice and Cerberus. It's too many sis.
Well, in my opinion, it's more the fact that Cerberus is kind of a menacing presence, and Profound Justice doesn't really like lend itself to Cerberus.
I can totally see that.
But Profound Justice Buffalo, like, that's a good, honest name.
Profound Justice Buffalo works. Profound Justice Ram works really well because it's
Silly.
I don't know, it has good mouthfeel.
It has good mouthfeel.
Yeah, it feels all right to say it. Profound Justice Cerberus just sounds like you're starting to slip things out.
Oh yeah, it's a bad alliteration.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what the name of my rabbit was or my sheep, but man, I totally just blanked out. That rum's starting to kick in. What the heck was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
sheep.
I remember. So I like the way it abbreviates your name because Profound Justice Buffalo definitely does not fit in the party window in the right side of the screen.
Right.
So it abbreviates it to for Profound Justice Buffalo, it abbreviates it to PJ Buffalo.
I was kind of hoping it would just be PJ Buff.
That'd be funny too, but like PJ Ram, PJ Buffalo, like it just sounds like some honest, salt of the earth, blue collar PJ Buffalo.
God, this world is huge, even on mounts. It was like
I honestly
running
missed
around on foot.
Yeah, I honestly missed this. This is my biggest gripe about 14 is just you just teleport somewhere, you hop on a mount for like 15 seconds and you're done.
Yeah.
And it makes the world feel so small.
Yeah. The world here feels more real because of how much just it's like empty space there. Yeah, there are monsters here, but
not just that, but I was talking about this last night. The fact that you do most everything on the world map like this, like you're not instanced in everything. You're not constantly like breaking back and forth between instances and duty finder and everything. Like the fact that you're just like you're walking through these expansive zones and you engage enemies and fight them in these zones. You're living in these zones. It's just that whole feeling is lost in 14 because it feels like anything you do in just the normal overworld part of the maps is like you're just chasing quest markers essentially.
Yeah.
Like anytime you have to go chase something down, especially before Heavensward came out, it was like, oh god, I have to go kill Amal Jah. Ugh, what a chore.
Yeah.
Where in here it's like, oh, I have to go to Castle Ostrosia,
MMO.
clear my schedule.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, 14's still fun and everything, and like I'm still gonna play it, but
Alright.
But man, did I miss this.
Because 14, for all of its faults, it's still a good game.
Yeah, it's a great game. It just feels like they can't get the world to feel quite put together.
Yeah.
God, you remember doing this on foot? I remember doing this on foot. I remember when my Link Shell used to actually do, when my Link Shell used to do Sky events, before they like added the teleports that you could do from the crags, and like the best you could get is the outpost warp from Zeta. Oh, they had the outpost warp in Ru'Aun Gardens, but because everyone was a scrub back then, before Ottergon came out, it was like always under Beastmen control. I mean, everyone wasn't a scrub, but you know, the people who were actually worth their weight weren't still doing. They weren't still doing Sky. They were actually camping like Fafnir and Behemoth and Adamantoise and you know. King Arthros and man, what was that thing in Altepa Desert? King Vinegaroon for the Ace's Helm. I forget what anything else. You know what? Command decision. We're walking through Zeta because I love the music too much. The hours that I spent in this zone farming goobos for tree cuttings so that I could garden. Check on my flower pots twice a day, every day for I think 10 days to grow tree saplings. I didn't have it in me to try to grow the saplings into elemental ores because I think it took 3 weeks to do that.
Wow.
So you had to spend 10 days growing the cuttings into saplings. And then you had to plant the saplings, and I'm pretty sure it was 3 weeks of tending to them. And you would
Twice a day?
Yeah. And you would generally get 1 elemental ore per if you had the full number of flower pots per character, you would generally see 1 to 2 elemental ores per character harvest. So out of like 10 pots. Which, don't get me wrong, was worth it. The elemental ores sold for like over $1 million a piece because they were used to make the elemental staves back then, which were like the end-all be-all for Black Mage and Summoner, and Red Mage, to be honest.
I think I still have a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, back when I bought them for you, they were like critically important.
Right.
Back in the day. Now they're just like
Days
this.
of old.
Now they're just this cute space waster. Alright, I guess to be fair, I guess the Dark Staff still has its uses if you really need to sit and recover MP for some reason. Abyssia spoiled a lot of people. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those, like, old elitists that's like, oh, Abyssia ruined this game. Like, Like, people were growing up and having a life and everything. Like, it's... Like, yeah, it kind of made people have expectations that were a bit lower.
Yeah.
Because they thought they could just farm lights and do everything. And some of the content that's come out in the last 2 years is really showing that you can't go in with an Abyssia mentality, you're gonna get destroyed. But, I mean, Abyssia was nice because it made it accessible to people that just didn't have time to play 11 anymore.
Yeah.
So it was nice to hop on a job at level 30 and spend Saturday and Sunday and get that job to 99.
The fact that they've done all of this for this community is just mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that Adulin came out and ended 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Rhapsodies of Vana'diel was added for free. And was probably the best writing in the game. Like, I mean, I know people are going to still say that Promethea was the best storyline, and it had an excellent plot, don't get me wrong. But they certainly showed the culmination of what they've learned in just how good Rhapsodies was.
Yeah.
My opinion, of course.
I'll get to experience it.
Yeah, once we get you a little bit better gear and some merits and job points built up a little bit more than what you have, it'll be good to start doing Esha. And you need Rhapsodies to you unlock them as part of the story.
I got you. Places.
Places what?
Cool.
Yeah, Zetah's great.
Just the huge trees, everything. Like, that is something that I can really appreciate going back to the overall world feel of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even as we're running through everything with whatever textures, models, and stuff like that, no, like, running through all of this where I still don't know where the hell I am at any given. I don't ever feel like I'm repeating something.
Yeah.
Like, this just feels like we're running through some forest.
Yeah, like, 14 has a much... I mean, obviously it has better textures, it's got better resolution and everything, but kind of a natural side effect of that is that, like, the character models are so much more compact and, like, everything seems so small.
Yeah.
Like, I think 11's age lends itself well because it's, like, more basic and polygonal. Polygonal.
Like, yes, all of the plants and stuff that's not just the base ground textures.
That is a notorious monster.
The Steely weapon?
Yep.
Look a bit like they're made of plastic and they were just stuck into the ground. But
yeah, they're not just like copy-paste, like groups of blades of grass.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was about to start casting, and I was like, nah, I don't need to aggro half the zone here. But apparently you're going to.
You said that as I started casting.
Wait, am I even like... I'm doing like no damage to this guy. Is he magic damage only? Dude, what the heck is going on with this monster? Well... You know what? Why don't we just do this? But now I feel silly.
What?
Alright, follow me. We're gonna do this the silly way. Oh man, I feel so dumb.
Nice little train you've got going.
Yeah, well, that's
Oh,
Romaine.
ow! That wasn't fun. Oh no! Ow!
What?
I have my headset on, and I put it right on the staples.
Ooh, jeez.
Yeah, because I had it sitting like slightly ahead of it, and it was slightly off my ear, so I adjusted it. And, that hurt. Better than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I totally went the wrong direction. But it should loop back around, right? I think so.
What the hell? Did I just get... I'm asleep.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ominous weapon.
You know what's even better?
Need to sleep.
I don't have a curing spell, so I'm going to cast Regen on you and hopefully it wakes you up, but I'm going to aggro everything else by casting it. Oh, this is hilarious. This is just classic Final Fantasy XI.
And it didn't even wake me up.
This goddamn game. I mean, I should have known better, and yet here I am.
The weapon fades away into nothingness.
I'm just... This sure is a thing. Oh, did the steely weapon leave?
Yeah, I just said it faded away into nothingness.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was just you being weird.
No.
Okay. Oh, great. I'm like animation locked all to hell. Now I put them all to sleep. Yeah. This is dumb. I can't complain. I'm having a blast.
This is fun. This is a jolly good time.
This is typical 11. I made one dumb mistake and just cascaded into nonsense. I mean, this would have been like critically fatal before.
Right.
Now it was just a waste of time. But
yeah, now it's just a minor inconvenience.
Well, that's fun, isn't it?
They're aggroing you.
Mm-hmm. Man, I am just really hamming this up. I did not remember how
Prepare
to get
to
through this
train.
Yep. It's nothing like... So, they had changed it before you started playing.
Yeah.
They made the change to where, like, when you... They made it now so, like, if you zone or die or whatever, if the enemies are too far out of their original area, they'll depop and respawn in their local, or, like, their original
Instead of just
region.
running amok all the way back to their
Yes.
spot.
Oh, man. You can't imagine what Valkyrie Dunes and Crawler's Nest were like.
I can
back-
imagine because you've told me about it a million times, but
Man.
it sounds so fun to watch.
Valkyrie Dunes was one thing, because, like, the goblins would go on a rampage on their way back.
Yeah.
You know, people would always shout, like, it was always like, man, I just hit level 12. We've been leveling forever. And you'd see someone shout in the zone, Gob Train, woo woo, and they'd be going to Selbina and... The end. Crawler's Nest was the worst, because the crawlers will take, like, 3 half steps and then just stop and look around like a dimwit. So they would take an eternity, and some asshole thief would always just like run all the night crawlers all the way up to the Rolandberry zone. So it would take them an eternity to walk back. Good times, good times. Or Stockholm Syndrome, one of the two.
It's an appreciation for a special kind of trolling.
It really is. It's a product of a different era. This has always been one of my favorite zones.
Super pretty.
Yeah. It's a shame that you really don't do anything here other than use it to get through. Though the part where this shows up in the Rise of the Zillart storyline is the worst, because you have to like go to Norg, come all the way here and touch the gate, just to find out that you can't get through, and then like go back to Norg, and then go talk to some Mithra in... Oh man, what is that? What is that town called? Bothers me that I can't remember. Hang on a sec.
That was one of those fun things, just experiencing the story through you.
Yeah.
Like,
go back to Ru'Aun, do whatever quest in the quicksand caves, go back to Norg, come back here. Sorry, continue what you were saying.
no, it's pretty much exactly the thing you're describing.
Oh yeah.
It's just every single thing of, okay, you ran to this place which took you an eternity to do, and for this one tiny little thing, now go find this one person who you would never have any idea that you were meant to talk to them next.
Yeah, like I said, I don't envy the pioneers of this game.
Supposed to interact with Circle.
So Dissidia came... Oh yeah, you interact with this one. Consistency. Dissidia came out today, by the way. So, of course, I was playing Shantoto.
As you should. Yeah, that's cool.
You don't actually have to buff here. There's like nothing in here, this zone. I'm just doing it.
Just for the lulz. I love that stepping back.
Mm-hmm. Right. This old place.
I remember here. Swear I got me Gembu shield.
That thing you're still wearing.
Yep.
It's okay. Like I said, we'll get this all figured out. Oh, I don't like that glare on it.
Oh, from the
purple warpy thing.
get out of here.
Had to take me a good screenshot. Alright. You could probably just go all the way around and get you all of the warp points, because I actually need a couple of them as well. Basically, I need all the ones on the west side of the map.
Sprinklers. That's one aggressive sprinkler system.
No kidding.
fun because our characters are always just slightly off step with each other, but at different rates. So eventually, we do get into step for a few seconds. You're back there.
Yep.
Yay!
Okay. Continuing east. I haven't actually done the high tier Archangel fights. I need to do that.
It'd be fun.
Ooh, we're gonna have to go around and get you the some of the Avatar ones. Well, preferably all of them, but at least a handful so that you can do those for the Rem tails that you need to upgrade your gear.
Oh, yeah. The same one?
Nope.
Okay. It didn't give the usual flavor text of when you find a new one.
Oh? Oh, maybe it was the same one. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, I see what we did wrong. Yeah, it warped us back to the island. I thought it like warped us over to the other island. My bad.
It's alright. At least one of us caught it, so. We don't miss one by accident.
Oh yeah. Get on that thing, I'll go hit the switch.
Okay.
I forgot to hit it earlier. I guess I'm gonna have to learn my way around the inside of the palace again. I definitely don't remember. There you go. I should turn the teleporter on.
Yep. Got a nice screenshot there.
Okay, all the way to the other side. Way over yonder bridge. Funny thing, we never actually did get.
The elementals?
Yep. The whole reason we were doing this in the first place?
Yep.
Wrecked.
Didn't even get to pull out my weapon. I have obtained the volume 2.
Nice.
All able-bodied members should report for the battle in Eska.
Esha,
Esha.
I think.
Ru'Aun.
Who is saying that? What unity are you in?
I don't know. How do I check that?
Oh, whose name was at the beginning of the chat line? Oh hell!
Ajui Pajaj.
What?
P something.
Puge.
Huge.
Okay.
Yeah, P-I-E-U-G-U-J-E.
I don't know if that's actually how you say that because I don't know enough about French linguistics.
Yeah. I get all kinds of notifications from them.
Oh yeah, that's normal. I just didn't know which unity you were in.
Hmm.
I know I'm using the wrong runes for this, but I didn't feel like switching just for this elemental. It's not like he's gonna actually hurt me.
Yeah. Hey, it's helping my sword skill.
Oh. That's... I got my primer. Oh! Wrecked him.
We killed a flamingo.
I sure did.
Why? Shut up. Don't ask questions.
Okay. Pretty sure I have this one too. I think it's... Well, and I have the northmost one. But I don't have any of the west ones.
Nice.
Word? Where's the pin? Okay, there it is. Alright, go hop on the teleporter down there on the right. I'll go hit the pincer stone. What are you doing?
I was pretty sure it was this one that you were talking about,
Yeah.
but I was like, did you do it that quick?
Yeah, man. I'm a champion.
Champion of the people.
Something.
We're getting close to that center.
Not really.
Well, closer than when we first got here. That's
Oh, well, yeah. Because we're like going around the outside of it. Yeah, this is the one where I usually warp in. Just because there's always a bunch of air elementals right here, so I just hop in, kill them real quick, and get the quest thing, and then go back to Mahara. In fact, let's just do that and do one more run real quick before I have to go.
all right.
So I can get those 25 points that I need. It's in Kolshushu is the region. If you weren't sure.
I had to do some searching earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing in this game where they're not going to hold your hand.
Knowing your way around.
Yeah. All right, Orpa Masorpa.
Yep, Corpa Masorpa.
That person's name Miku Mushigi Highway.
Where?
They disappeared. That was a weird name.
Oh, use your seal if you haven't. Oh no, never mind. Just wait till the day resets, because you're more than likely not gonna get. Yeah, just wait till the thing resets in a couple days. Friday, I guess. Did you say Raj?
I did say Raj.
Oh my god. So I gotta work on that fast cast. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Are you in Feeble sticking?
No.
Yeah, it might be a little bit much for the gear you have. It's fine. We'll get you there.
Occasionally they'll stick though. Like,
Look at you.
right
Ooh,
there.
slow 2 stuck.
Yep.
A little late for the burst.
But at the very least, I can keep trying to enfeeble him. Keep D3 on him.
Yeah. Come on, Yorin Orin. I need Carolina. I'm not about to like burn my recast timers for this crap.
There he goes.
Yeah. I like how it's not even Fenrir that's like the threat. He's a total pushover and it's like all Carbuncle. For real, Carbuncle is the threat in this fight, not Fenrir. Ugh.
Why is that?
I don't know. He's just Fenrir drops pretty quickly. Carbuncle takes forever to kill.
Nah. I thought you were meaning like he's providing like certain buffs or stat effects or something.
Oh, I don't know. It just takes a long time to kill Carbuncle, it seems like.
Nice.
Oh, whoops. That was dumb. Was on the wrong macro palette. I don't need Velation and Valiance both up at the same time. Good lord. If only they stacked though. How high can your fast cast possibly go? Find out.
Find out. Are you still hasted?
Yeah. No. excuse me. Sorry, the icon that Valiance and Elation give for your fast cast buff is the same exact icon as Haste.
No worries. It's just in all of this stuff, sometimes I miss one, so.
Yeah, I get it. This is what I mean about it taking forever to kill him. Yeah.
Man, life before macros was so complicated.
How did you manage? Oh man, I'm getting sleepy.
Starting to feel it?
Yeah. That's what happens when you sit in a classroom for work doing stuff that's just absolutely mentally exhausting for 8 hours. Like interesting, like it's not boring. It's just it's so engaging that it wears you out.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
no, I understand that.
And then you come home and you do it again for school for another 2 hours. Tiring.
I bet. The old noggin of Scott Bear's feeling.
Yeah.
Refresh ponies. Away!
Oh look, there's Shantoto being extra. Oh shit.
Orange looking a lot better this time with his MP pool, though.
Yeah. This is the other thing I missed about this game. The fact that just this one encounter has taken us 13 minutes now.
Yeah.
Like, it's an actual, like, real battle of, like, managing your resources.
It's an endeavor. Even with, like, trust NPCs where it's like, oh, they make it so much easier, blah, blah, blah. Like,
No, it just means that you can now do it by yourself, but it still takes forever.
yeah.
I'm okay with that. I totally missed him even using Searing Light, but okay. Ooh. Got him. You got a job point.
I did. That's good.
I did not know I still had the second Pokemon movie in my optical drive. It just, like, for some reason my optical drive started, like, making noise. Like, what could that possibly be? Got that fixed. Alright.
I was putting in a movie.
I heard, like the way it sounds like when you put a disc in a DVD player or a Blu-ray player and it starts spinning up. Like, I heard that from my computer and I didn't know why I was doing it.
I understand what you were getting at. It was just, I was setting up my PlayStation for us to watch a movie in the living room the other day, and my sister had, like, the DVD. She was like, "How do you work this thing?" The PS4. She has a Xbox One. Like, you push the button, the disc will come out, and then you put your disc in. And, well, first off, she was setting it up. She's like, "How do I hook this up to the TV?" My sister is like a year and a half younger.
And she acts like she's 60 years older than you.
Yeah, I'm like, you plug in the power and you plug in the HDMI. But how?
That's pretty much it.
Like, it's the same as the Xbox One, except for there's one less HDMI port. It's actually easier.
Good old standardization.
Yeah. And then it's like, well, I don't see any buttons on this thing. It's like, okay, I can see where that would confuse, because they're touch sensors rather than buttons, but...
Oh, man.
Use your noggin there, sis.
Which sister is this?
This is my younger sister.
That's not really the descriptor I was looking for, but okay.
Caitlin, if you know the names.
Nope.
Alright. The one with only one child. I don't know. The not awful one.
The not awful sister. Perfect. I might as well stay here because I know Jess logged down here.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
my other sister is a Trump supporter.
Oh.
She delves into the other side of the family.
I see.
Age 7. Oh, there's.
Well, the update, they're adding Winders to the Dynamis Divergence, so they'll have a new zone for that. That's Friday that they're doing that, so
Oh, that's cool.
that gives me tomorrow to get the token for the ring, and then once the thing, once it updates and switches over to February, I can get the salvage variant gear. Woohoo!
Hey, you want to go fight Quetzalcoatl?
Well, you can't even get to Racing-Jima, so... What I'd like to do is Monstrosity. However, it's already 11:30.
What was the name of that thing? The weird, like, skeleton monster that had us both armed.
Zolotl, I think. I don't know how you actually pronounce it. Zolotl, XOLOTL, something like that. Yeah, the one
that was a fun time.
The one that like we were doing just fine, and then I got charmed and came like charging after you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good times.
And then he just had us both charmed, and we were just following him around until he despawned because the changed.
Yeah, because it changed to 4 a.m. and he despawned. Yeah. Dumb. Just walking around charmed like chumps.
11 putting us in our place.
Yeah, basically. Speaking of monsters that charm, I wonder how that one Abyssia Notorious monster would be now. Was he the zone boss? He might have actually been the zone boss, I can't remember. You know the one I'm talking about, the fangly fish that I used to fight on my Beastmaster? That I always had
old fangly fish.
I always had to worry about him charming me because he would heal too much, and then I would have to like spend another 20 minutes redoing all that damage.
And I would have to worry about him charming you because then I would have to run from you.
I don't remember you fighting him with me.
I did at least once because he did charm you a couple times, and I had to run for dear life as you chased me around.
Yeah, I just remember when I was like, what was I trying to build that I was getting those items? I think that's when I still was like delusional about the fact that I was going to build a Tor Cleaver, and I was like, man, I'm never going to finish a Tor Cleaver. Like, what am I thinking? Alright, that seems like a good place to stop.
Alright, man.
So, hopefully I'll have more time tomorrow night. Alright, I will catch you later.
Later dates.